Okay, so for real. Oh wait, let me know when you're. Okay.
What's up?
Okay, so for real. I had been doing Best Buy pickup because Amazon isn't reliable for shipping new games. You know, I've had a lot of issues with them. I've had all, whatever. But Best Buy curbside pickup has been reliable, trustworthy until Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. The day comes. Well, first of all, I always get an email the night before saying, hey, it's all ready. Come get it tomorrow. Yeah. And I was here working on stuff late, refreshing, going, I'm not getting that email. What's going on? What's going on? And the next day I woke up, they had that and the BioShock Infinite collection, and they're both going, yeah, we'll let you know when we have them. Today's the fucking release date. And they even said, like, on the BioShock one, it's like coming May 29th. Yo, we're halfway through May 29th. I know. Like, where is it? They couldn't find it. They were just like, I don't know, not finding it in our system. I don't know. And it might be like a shipping thing. I don't know. But my brother ordered it, like, to have it shipped to him. He didn't get it either. And I'm like, did anyone get this fucking thing? At least we're all in the same boat. You feel, it makes me feel a little bit better. And then I get to the studio here.
I saw this.
Son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. He's not here. And I'm sorry. I'm going to speak, but that son of a bitch, Kevin, walks in the door.
Typical.
Hey, I'm going to do my impression of him. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. I had to go pick this up. And I just shot lasers at him. Like,
can I do my impression of you, Rocco? This is what you did. Okay, you're in your office. He walks by. Sorry, guys, I had to get this real quick. This is Rocco. What is that? And it's like, it was like, oh my God. It wasn't even, hey, good to see you. It was like, oh my God, it's over. Kevin's dead.
I was literally about to say the words. I was forming the words with my mouth. I was about to say, what the fuck happened this morning? Because we both went to the same store to get it. Well, we went separate, so I didn't know what happened with him. And I was just like, I was saying those words, and then he showed me the box, and I went, you got it? And it was just a shit cherry on an already shit Sunday. This whole week, there was just some challenging thing. Again, the news is obviously a thing here, but just personally, there was some shit challenge, like every day, like, wow, this had to happen, huh? Okay. There was just something every day on top of all of that. And so that was just the little tiny, again, video game is not important during all the more important things going on this week, but it was just a little thing that was just like one last little fuck you, and I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Rocco, the good thing about this is people always debate on what is the worst year. It's like, 2016, the worst year. No, dude, 2018, no one's going to have that debate. It's going to be universal. We're all going to agree on something. And it's that this year fucking blows.
Yeah. I think I said this earlier. It's funny because 2016, it was like, yeah, there was a bunch of messed up shit. And okay, people are upset. All right, fine. But I remember last year, 2019, when that ended, I was seeing a lot of the same tweets like, let's all agree, fuck 2019. And I was like, now don't get me wrong. There's bad stuff that happens every year. And there was in 2019. But I was like, if you're saying that about 2019, like, you're going to be saying that a lot as you get older, because there was, like, shit happens. I think when you truly reach the worst year, you'll know it. And I feel like we've had a pretty good stretch in this year where I think I'm not going to hold it against anyone to say this year sucked. But I had a wonderful 2019. Personally, I had a great 2019.
I'm going to be positive contrarian.
Yes. Derek, please. I would
chaotic neutral. Okay.
2020 is not that bad. Objectively.
Okay.
I think, all right, big picture it is, yeah. But like on a personal level, for myself, a lot of personal growth this year. And
well, that's good.
Yeah,
I feel like, honestly, like, the whole staying at home for the past couple of months, it's kind of like I feel like I'm getting in touch with like not only myself but like everybody in my close personal network. I don't know. I feel like relationships are stronger.
Yeah.
The environment's doing better.
Well,
It really is. You know, everybody stayed at home for 2 months. The environment like got better. There's some positive stuff going on in 2020.
Well, okay,
If you
fine,
if you look real hard, you could look at it through like a glass half full kind of lens.
Can you do me a favor though and agree that if that super volcano goes off, then it's the worst year? Can we just can we agree on that?
Yeah, that's gonna kill a lot more people than Corona.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
Here.
Maybe that'll work out to be a positive thing too. Who knows?
I never thought a positive note would end up being the most controversial thing of the entire live stream. Like of all the things we could have talked about, it ended up being, I didn't think this year was bad. What?
There's been a lot of good games to play.
yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
There's a lot of bad shit going on in the world, and that's undeniable. But like,
our lives aren't necessarily bad because of it.
Yeah, gauging it on how bad I have personally felt this year, it hasn't personally been that bad for me. You know, I know that my situation is different from a lot of people out there. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna side with it's one of the worst years of my life. I'm planting that flag. Because I feel like, I mean, in terms of work, I'm still working. That's awesome because a lot of people can't say that.
Yeah,
so
thank God we're still working.
I do not take that for granted. I'm very, very lucky in that regard. But in terms of doing the work, it's been like I've been Desmond in the fucking Hatch all year with like, I've been coming into this compound every single day of the week and having to do all this stuff. And every 108 minutes, something else is beeping at me straight up.
Yeah.
So that, and then also just things with like family and difficulties for them and certain things on that. I don't think you're invalid though, Derek. With me saying that, like you found a different way to do stuff that I think has, been a positive effect for you. So I think that is good in that regard. But for me, I think I had my ways of things that I liked how they were, and all of them have been upended, and I've had to like solve a problem every day that I wasn't prepared to. So I think that's why for me it has sucked. But last year, I went on like more trips than I ever have in my entire life. And like anytime I wasn't working, I made a point to like go out to something like a concert or whatever. So I do think that had an insulating effect where I am handling this still better than a lot of people. Yeah. And I am grateful for that. But
I don't know what I said that offended so many people in the chat just now. And I apologize if I did offend you. Shrubu specifically says he doesn't think I'm going to age well. Yikes, Shrubu. But you know what? I take that as a compliment because I'm already fucking old. So I guess I have aged well already.
I thought he said your comment's not going to age well.
Your comment won't age well. I don't think it was about you.
You're aging very well.
Oh, okay. All right, Shrubu, you're off the hook. I still stand by my comment, though.
He agrees with Rocco. He thinks 2020 sucked.
If you guys want to find a ray of light, though, let me try to find one for you. And this is going to affect just me.
Didn't I just buy a ray of light?
Sorry, I'm going to give you another one. The MLB baseball is talking to players, trying to get listen to me, trying to get them to play for like half of the money they're supposed to get paid and all this fucking stuff. And so the players union is saying, yeah, the owners are probably more likely to go out and find 40 people who aren't baseball players to play. And you guys watch that instead.
Oh, hell yeah.
So now it's my shot. I could be a baseball player, I think.
You really could.
I could be on the Padres. So
for half, you'd play for half the cost?
Half of $60 million. Yeah, you got it, Garrett. No problem. I'll do it.
They're probably not going to get any like 18, 19, or 20-year-olds. So you don't have to worry about that.
No, it's going to be, I'm going to be a baseball player. I'm going to be left field for the San Diego Padres. Chatfield number 3. You get my jersey.
Real talk. Legitimately, if sports was reduced to the teams being, stocked by local members of the community fielding the positions, I would be 100% interested in sports.
Yes, that would be so good.
Anything I think, Derek, you and I are on the same page. Don't give a shit about sports, but something that subverts the structure where there are stakes, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're on the same page too. It's like, I like the Olympics. Like, I don't care. I would generally sports, but like the Olympics, you get the best of the best. So it puts some stakes on it.
The Olympics is the exact same thing. I can root for the Olympics because everybody from the America team is from America, and so am I. So
yeah.
If everybody on the San Diego sports team was born and raised in San Diego and they're truly San Diego, then of course I'm going to root for them.
Yeah.
I get detached when you draft players from all over and it's,
they don't even live here.
Big corporate machine and
Yeah.
Not as interesting to me, but if it had that local flair to it, I would be so down.
Yeah. So Derek, I'll get you tickets to when I am playing you on me. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, I hope so.
I'll talk to my agent. My sports agent.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways. So there's some positivity for you.
You got to start practicing in the backyard, throwing the.
We both said some positive things. If anybody else wants to throw in some 2020 positivity, I'm not going to stop you.
I got, I hear you, Rocco. Sivako. I just want you to know I hear you and what you're saying about 2020.
Hold on. In Avatar, the phrase is "I see you."
Oh, I see. Oh, excuse me.
You.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mr. Sully, I see you, and I hear your complaints. But, I've talked about my schedule and my routine didn't really change. It just kind of stayed the same through all of Corona. And, I'm thankful that I have a job, that we're still working, and both, my part-time job and Mega64 are still going. And there's been great games to play with all this free weekend time because family members aren't having birthdays and I don't got to go to grandma's for brunch. And then we're not doing, a third cousin's baby reveal gender fucking explosion.
I love that too. I'll be honest.
I just have my weekends to spend time with my girlfriend, who I have also bonded. And we were talking about, thank God we've been getting along so well during this quarantine. Because could you imagine being stuck with someone you're fighting with all the time?
I just had the same conversation with Jenny. Like, I feel like we are way closer after all this, and it's like, those poor people who like hate their spouse, fuck that. That's
I've really just been kicking it with my best friend and our dogs, and it's been a positive 2020. The world is going to shit around me, and I'm feeling like this fucking anxiety witnessing all of it. But there's distractions for that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something.
Okay.
James Cameron or Steven Spielberg? You have to get rid of one and all of their movies.
James Cameron.
James Cameron, easy.
Yeah, Cameron.
I love James Cameron, but I am a disciple of the Church of Spielberg at the end of the day. I have to. I love James Cameron, but I have to.
You're going to lose Terminator, Aliens.
I know.
Terminator 2, True Lies, Titanic, and Avatar.
All amazing movies. I fucking love those movies, but Spielberg stuff
Derek,
is
The
bonded
Terminal
to my soul. I can't.
Warhorse.
Schindler's List.
Ready Player One. I'm not losing that.
Yeah, Spielberg made a lot more stinkers than Cameron did.
Yeah, but he also made better movies.
Yeah,
he has a better scorecard to me.
I am in the Spielberg is God camp. I have to. He will stay. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Cameron. Goodbye.
Wow, I thought that would be more of a challenge for you, but it wasn't at all.
No, I like him. I like Spielberg too much. Don't get me wrong. It hurts. It hurts, but I can't.
You guys already know this, but I recently saw the movie The Abyss.
Oh yeah.
gave me a really new appreciation for James Cameron. And supposedly it's like one of the most heinous film sets to be on of all time. People would like jokingly call the movie The Abuse.
Oh my God.
Apparently James Cameron punched like 4 people on the crew, including the main actor, Ed Harris.
What?
Okay, you're just justifying my decision right here. I mean, Spielberg isn't roundhouse kicking his director of photography, you know?
Yeah, the entire movie was filmed underwater. It was one of the first movies to do an entire like scuba shoot. And yeah, I guess that was rough on some of the cast and crew.
Yeah, I heard working in a wet environment on set is the most demanding work an actor can do, and it's just the most miserable fucking days.
And I hear that it's been every day of the new Avatar.
And that he's going back to his roots.
They're doing underwater motion capture for that. They've been posting. I follow James Cameron's studio and Avatar on Instagram, of course.
Obviously, why would you not?
And every day they're posting, they're shooting underwater and doing motion capture of their performance underwater. And what they're doing too is they're putting a ton of white balls on the surface of the water, because that way they can, it's easy to come up for air, but they can control light. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like it kind of puts an even whatever over the light. So
wow,
that's your Avatar technical update.
Thank you for that. Thank God. And aren't you glad?
But yeah, shit in the water is no joke. And so I can imagine tempers were high on The Abyss. I've always wanted to see The Abyss. I've always wanted to, and I never did.
It's on HBO.
Shit.
Yeah.
They both did make a lot of really good movies, so it is hard to pick, even though we all did. But if we had to go off of like, have any of them tried to, like, has anyone tried to cancel either of them? Have any of them fucked up socially?
He punched Ed Harris in the face, Garrett.
I like how this critical debate may be too hard to tell based on their artistic merits.
Let's go off
Has
behavior.
anyone tried to cancel any one of them recently?
I don't know.
I don't have.
Let's start the James Cameron is over party.
Well, this is a very controversial opinion, and I've gotten shit for it before, and I'll get shit today, I guess. Aliens isn't that great. Terminator 2 isn't nearly as good as everyone says it is. James Cameron, whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
You like True Lies, right?
I like True Lies. I love Alien.
Just because Aliens.
Oh, then fuck him.
just because Aliens isn't as good as Alien does not negate Aliens and what
True.
it did for sci-fi and the genre as a whole.
Yeah. Terminator 1 is better. I'm sorry. That's easy. That's a no-brainer to me.
Maybe if you were forced to watch every single movie by both of these directors, it would change your opinion. Because Spielberg has a lot of stinkers. A lot.
You know,
He
Sean,
does.
let me word it in this way. You're getting rid of JC. You're getting rid of a lot of strong female lead roles. You got no Ripley, and
well, Ripley's an alien.
Yeah. Oh, I guess she would exist in the first one, but you got no Vasquez. And then
I guess Ripley would exist in that first one.
And then you got no Linda Hamilton. You know, she's a pussy in the first Terminator, but in the second one, you've got, she's like a badass.
Yeah.
You're taking down the whole.
Look, I'm not saying that what I am saying everyone's going to agree with. I know people are going to get mad because you guys, I know how much you love Terminator 2. And I said when I watched it, I liked it. And I see now that every 90s action movie stole from this movie. I see that.
Yeah.
Right. And it's better than the first one. But what I was going to say was even when Spielberg does he's pretty much retired at this point, and even when he does stuff like Ready Player One, it's like, yeah, great. All right. But even at that, first of all, to me, to even discuss the later library of his films and act like that has some impact on E.T. and Jaws and Jurassic Park and all these other things, to me, is absolutely insane. But even that aside, his work speaks with an emotional language that appeals to me. That is my lifeblood, And so I will always go to that, even if the movie isn't as good. And I don't even hear the words of someone who's like, "Oh, Spielberg's not good. Spielberg is a hack." I hear uninformed.
I want to
hear
know.
like bees.
I'm going
I
to
don't
interrogate
listen.
you. I'm going to find exactly how valuable Steven Spielberg is to you.
Yeah.
So, who do you get rid of? You erase them from history. Their movies are never made. Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese?
Spielberg.
You erase Spielberg?
Oh, no. I erased Scorsese in 2 seconds. Yeah. What do you think about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I keep Spielberg. I keep Scorsese.
Okay.
I mean, I love
all right,
Scorsese.
Garrett's already gotten rid of Spielberg. Sean, what about you?
Now I'm keeping Steven. Even
Okay.
Steven.
So Garrett's out. All right. Here we have on this side Steven Spielberg. This side of the scale. On this side of the scale, Martin Scorsese and James Cameron. Both of them are removed from history.
Okay. Yeah.
Gone.
Steven Spielberg. Yeah, keep it Steven.
Keeping even Steven.
No.
Wouldn't even think about it.
All right. All
Two
right.
lives lost for one man.
Yeah, it set 2 lobsters free for every one I eat. Yes, they're gone.
Clearly, I don't think any single director is going to outweigh Steven Spielberg to you. So Martin Scorsese,
Yeah. So you're
James
getting clever. I
Cameron,
get it.
and Francis Ford Coppola versus Steven Spielberg.
You had to bring The Godfather into this. I wouldn't be happy. This whole time I've been saying, "Oh, no question, no question, no question." Now I would, with a tear in my eye, still keep Steven Spielberg and get rid of that. But I would be sad. I would be sad. But
Francis Ford Coppola has a good handful of movies.
Coppola,
it's like
to me,
three.
what's dear to me is just those 2 movies, and I still can't do it.
And his wine. Coppola's wine, though.
I ain't drinking no wine. Come on.
Sean, what about you?
Yeah, Steven Spielberg. Easy.
Okay, so we're pretty much the whole genre of gangster films has been eliminated. Scorsese and Coppola are gone.
I hate it, but I would.
Yeah.
I like
Wow,
Spielberg.
No
that much.
Goodfellas, no Casino, none of this Leonardo DiCaprio gangster movie
Hold on,
shit.
the chat is saying Spielberg hasn't made a good film in decades. Kubrick hasn't made a film in fucking decades at all. He hasn't breathed in decades, and I still put him up there. So what is the conversation here? Anyway.
Yeah, would you sacrifice Kubrick? I don't think you would for Spielberg. That's the big question.
I think
I'm not.
one.
That's an unofficial
see,
question.
Derek,
I don't entertain that.
Derek, that's the big fucking question: is would Rocco choose Steven Spielberg or Stanley Kubrick?
Here we go. I'm going to hold off on Kubrick for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to
hold
get
on.
tricky with it just for the sake of extending this bit. What?
Dr. Ryan said kill them all for Justin Lin,
What?
the director of Fast and Furious. We're gonna
fuck
have
off.
him removed
Jesus
from
Christ.
Twitch. Don't worry, guys. Doc Ryan's
That's
account will be
right on brand for Doc Ryan. That is so
anyway.
perfect.
Sorry, go ahead.
Take a long drift off a short pier.
Okay, we're going to get tricky with it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Doc Ryan. That's not an explicit threat from
A
Garrett.
long
Anyways,
drift off the short pier is really good, Garrett. That was a good
Thank
one.
you.
You never heard that?
Steven Spielberg on one side. On the other side, 4 directors, but you have to kill 3 of them. Scorsese, Cameron, Coppola, Robert Zemeckis.
Oh. I'm keeping. Ooh.
I already
Or you
know.
can kill Spielberg and keep all 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna piss some people off. I recognize the significance of all their movies, and they're so valuable. But just like Spielberg, Zemeckis has an older library of stuff that speaks in this emotional language I love, and I would keep. Even though I think his stuff is kind of like maybe a little hacky now, I can't hurt Back to the Future and Roger Rabbit and all this other stuff. I would keep Zemeckis. I'm sorry.
I'm with you, Rocco. I'm keeping Zemeckis.
I hate to say
Back
that.
to the Future is my favorite movie of all time.
Back to the
but who do you
Future is
kill?
too valuable. And
do you kill?
It's too
Spielberg?
valuable.
So you kill Spielberg?
Oh. No, I'm
Wait,
keeping
what?
Spielberg.
No. I thought you had to only kill 3 on the other side.
No, you're up to 4 bodies now.
Okay.
I don't
So
want to
you
kill.
say-
Can we not say kill? Can we? I don't want. I'm gonna erase their movies. I don't. What are we
That's
doing?
right.
Erase them from
Erase them
existence.
from history. Erase them
Okay.
from history.
Okay, thank
Let's
you.
throw it all in there, baby. All 4 of them versus Steven Spielberg.
I just want to make it clear. I am sappy. I like sappy. Spielberg knows sappy, and so does Zemeckis. Wait, so all 4 versus Steven?
Yeah.
We're getting.
Now it's getting a little.
This is getting dodgy now.
American cinema as a whole would be shattered losing 4 top directors.
But Spielberg had a big hand in Back to the Future and all these Zemeckis hits.
Yeah, he might make them himself. Who knows?
Yeah, if they weren't around, he'd do it himself. I keep Spielberg.
Yeah.
If Spielberg was the only game in town, he would have made those himself.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and this is silly. But yeah, I'm keeping Steven. Sorry.
You guys are brutal.
Loyalists, man. Okay. I wish I had someone that loyal.
I'm not loyal to you, Garrett. But here's the thing: it's that I'm not saying that his movies are the best movies ever made, but they make me feel good. Like I feel it's like a warm cup of soup on a rainy day watching his movies.
I'm serious. They speak in an emotional language that appeals to me. They are my everything.
Question.
Yeah.
Individualized for both of you. Forget directors. Over here we have Steven Spielberg. On this side, we have Star Trek: The Next Generation for Sean.
Oh no.
And all of Power Rangers for Rocco.
Oh.
Versus Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, I'm keeping Spielberg.
Yeah, I'm keeping Spielberg.
You're losing a huge culture, not just the entertainment, but everything that goes with it. It never existed.
Power Rangers was a lot of fun in 4th grade. I'm not in 4th grade. It can go away.
Pan down to the helmet sitting next to you.
But there's no camera on the camera, Garrett.
Yeah, pan down. Brian, can you pan down?
There he goes.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do
that. Right there.
There it is.
Yo, Spielberg, I gave this up for you.
Dude, you are so loyal.
Rocco, what is your favorite Steven Spielberg movie, by the way?
Schindler's List.
Really? Whoa. Okay.
It is, yeah. I would say, Schindler's List, and, I don't know. I mean, there's a billion that I love, but that's my number 1.
What's your second favorite?
Shit. E.T. or E.T.
Forrest Gump?
E.T. probably.
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump. Apollo 13.
All right, here we go. E.T., Willy Wonka. Which do you keep? Which do you get rid of?
That fucking alien's dead. Willy Wonka. Throw that alien in the chocolate river.
Shit. We're finally getting somewhere. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's close this up then. Steven Spielberg over here. This one's for both of you. On this side, the 4 we've mentioned, Coppola, Cameron, Scorsese, Zemeckis. We add on Quentin Tarantino, Stanley Kubrick, and for good measure,
it's a real white. You got a real white room there, Derek.
All right, sure. Spike Lee.
There you go.
Sean's favorite director.
Do the right thing, Sean.
Tarantino had no effect on that. He's got a couple movies I like, but I'm not emotionally affected by, I could take or leave that. But Kubrick with all the other ones, that's adding 100-pound weight to that scale. I think Spielberg might have just died.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sorry,
I'm with you.
I don't want to use that terminology. I think he might have faded away. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah, because that movie exists now because Steven's gone. But I would be sad, and I do love his movies.
Keeping.
Thank you for your service, Steven.
That was crazy. I don't think anybody realized how much you guys love Steven Spielberg.
You know what's gonna be crazy? I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, Derek. Get ready. Okay. My favorite Spielberg movie. Do you want to guess? Because it's not. I don't think it's anyone else's.
Oh shit! You know what, Sean? Though it might be in my top 3 or 5, and I already know.
Catch Me If You Can.
It's Catch Me If You Can. It's my favorite Spielberg movie.
Love Catch Me If You Can, and I put it off. I put off seeing it. Sean told me for a decade how great it was, and I'm like, yeah. It doesn't look that great. Yeah. Great. It's not going to be as good as what he said. And then I finally watch it, and I'm like, that was better than what he said. That is exactly what I love from this fucking guy, and I felt good after I watched it, and I loved it.
It's so much fun. And the music's great. Everything's great.
But I do think he has a lot of underrated movies in the early 2000s. With that Minority Report, I fucking love.
That's a great movie.
And some people it's kind of like maybe too much, or I don't know about that one, but I think Munich is fucking incredible. I love Munich, underrated Spielberg movie, and I dig all those. So,
what did you think of the BFG?
I didn't see that shit. No,
Polar Express,
Big Friendly Giant.
Yeah.
People, you don't know how often people bring that up to me whenever I say I like Spielberg, and they go, "Yeah, how's BFG?" Yeah, I don't know. One children's movie doesn't really undo a legacy of filmmaking, but I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts.
What did you think of The Adventures of Tintin?
I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know. I think it was fine.
Did you actually see that one? Did you see that one?
I think I pirated it a long time ago or something. Back when that was.
Okay, to be fair, I also love Steven Spielberg. I was just playing devil's advocate, but
sure,
there's so many movies that you forget that he even directed.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat were saying they never saw Catch Me If You Can. Do yourself a favor and watch that movie. That movie's in like my top 5 movies of all time, I think. I love that movie.
That's one of my favorites of the Spielberg. Like, I think that's a really underrated one.
It's funny because everybody in the chat is saying Tintin was amazing, so maybe we'll have to watch The Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah, that might be good for a movie club thing. Yeah, I always wanted to revisit it because I don't even remember if I finished it. Honestly, it's been so long.
Did he do Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yeah. I love that movie too.
That might be my favorite.
No kidding.
Spielberg movie. Yeah, because I think it's as close as. Did he ever do a straight up horror movie or anything? Well, definitely suspenseful stuff.
Didn't he do Poltergeist, and that's just not credited for that? Is that true?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
that's always been the debate
that with Tobey Maguire. Toby
Hooper. Yeah, because I knew about that connection. So if that counts, I would say Poltergeist is my
You watch that
absolute
movie, and there's the Spielberg thumbprints all over it.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was Toby Hooper coming off of doing like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So those two guys together, like putting that thing out.
And it doesn't feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
And it feels like a studio film.
There's a lot of talk that like Hooper was like not quite ready for that kind of production, whatever. But Spielberg was signed to do E.T. and it's like, yo, you can't like do both movies. Like the contract is written, you can't do that. So that I've heard, there's always been rumors that like, yo, he pretty much directed it, but he can never say that. Somebody mentioned Jaws getting a 4K Blu-ray. It comes out soon. I already have it. Best Buy shipped that to me way early.
But
couldn't give me Xenoblade when it came out, but got me Jaws in 4K way early. Go figure. Anyway, that's all.
Okay.
Nice. I mean, Spielberg also produced a bunch of other movies: The Goonies,
The
Money Pit, Twilight Zone the movie, Gremlins, Poltergeist, a bunch of other ones. Land Before Time.
Fuck, he directed Gremlins, right?
Says he executive produced.
Or he just produced it? Okay.
No, Joe Dante directed Gremlins. But I pretty much like all those. The only thing is like I would say like, oh, produced by Spielberg is a good stamp of approval. But then the Transformers movie happened. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's true.
But Spielberg was like a major force in Animaniacs, and man, as a kid, I loved that show.
And that's on HBO Max, right?
Is it? I don't know. I think that one still might be stuck to Hulu. I think it was on Hulu because they were also Hulu picked up they're doing a new batch of them. And I think that's still, even though like HBO Max and Warner Brothers is all that, I think Hulu still owns that or something.
I see.
That's getting like Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are coming back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know like people who are working on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got all the inside stuff.
Dude,
ask me if Chicken Boo is in it. Yeah, can't tell you.
What about Rita and that dopey dog? That was my favorite.
Yeah, Rita and Runt?
Sexy Rita. Oh, what?
It's a cat.
Sorry. Her voice.
I thought you were gonna have a thing for Katie Kaboom,
No. More. I was more into the mime.
I do play this game when I watch things I know Garrett watched to try to find out who he was into. I have this
like attracted to.
Yeah, like when I started watching Schitt's Creek, I'm like, oh, he likes Stevie. There's no way Garrett's not into Stevie.
Yeah.
I just know your type, and I knew that. I just like to figure it out.
Did you know Rita from Animaniacs is my type? The animated cat.
I would believe that. I would definitely believe that.
It's something with the voice.
That's
the voice of Kart. See, no, it's not a furry
That's your
thing.
type?
It's not a furry thing. It's just the voice actresses of some of these old cartoons. Sorry, guys. X-Men Rogue drove me up the walls. Hey, sugar. Brian knows what I'm talking about. It's all that southern drawl.
Hey, fuck that. I'm looping it back to Animaniacs. Hello, Nurse. Come on.
Oh.
Minerva Mink. How did I not become a furry is anyone's fucking guess. What I would actually ask what went wrong with me that I seriously did not go that route. What is my fucking problem? Because okay, damn. And then who else was in that show? There's got to be someone else.
Hello, Nurse is a joke can that come back in a 2020 remake of Animaniacs?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly,
is that appropriate?
There were a lot of kind of I don't know how else to describe this. There were a lot of overly horny gags in that show. And I'm I don't think.
Well, yeah, it's animators making it.
Yeah.
You ever fucking talk to one of these guys at a con?
But it was all kind of tapped into the energy of old Looney Tunes. You know what I mean? Where it was that, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not a Looney Tune, but the Red Hot Riding Hood kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that's a great description, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. But
eyes bug out and tongue rolls out across the table.
Yeah. But there's got to be I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure.
As a kid though, that shit always just went over my head. And it was funny because the cartoon's jaw dropped, hit the floor, and his tongue rolled out. How funny!
Yeah, as a kid, it never
it totally didn't ring out why the wolf is drooling over the hot babe on stage. It just didn't didn't fuck me up. It didn't do anything. It was just moving on.
I thought it was a brilliant show. I really liked that show growing up. That was one of my
Looney
favorites.
Tunes. Or
Animaniacs, yeah.
Animaniacs, yeah.
The gag that made me laugh forever is because I thought as a kid I was crazy. Disney had a show that aired right after called Bonkers. Anyone remember Bonkers? And I watched it because you're a kid, you watch it all. But then it hit me but then there was a gag in Animaniacs where Yakko sat on Santa's lap and said, "Oh, this year I want a new pony, a race car, a bike, this, that." And then he goes, one funny episode of Bonkers. And I remember laughing so hard at it.
That's fucked up.
I'd never seen a show take a pot shot like that. And then I laughed because it's I watch Bonkers every day and I've never laughed at one thing in that whole.
That's funny.
It was realizing the truth was funny. You know what I mean? But anyway. I remember that always stuck with me. One funny episode of Bonkers. Man, they must have been high-fiving each other in that writing room.
Got him.
Dude, wait till Disney watches this. Anyway. Why were we talking about Animaniacs?
I loved Bonkers, by the way.
What's that?
I loved Bonkers, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know. I watched it all the time, too.
Yeah. I really did. I mean, I'm
promotional magazine for 10 years. The fucking stupid cat with the badge on his hat. Did you remember Eek the cat as well?
Oh,
I love Eek the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Did
we're
Eek the
going
cat
to talk about Eek the cat in 2020. Deal with it.
Did he have a shark dog that would terrorize him and live down the street?
Wasn't his name Sharky? Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird premise, but it made sense then. It was
And then it spun off into the terrible Thunder Lizards. And that had a life of its own. The Terrible Thunder Lizards went on for a while, but then they did a third spin-off thing, and I don't think that lasted very long. And I think it was called Clutter. It was an alien made out of a pile of dirty laundry or something, or it was a creature. And I feel like that was gone in a week. Maybe I'm crazy.
Weird.
It was a cartoon. It never changed formats.
Musique in the chat is going, are you guys making this shit up?
That sounds.
Episodes of
Because I remember there was crazy
okay,
weird
Clutter
shit. There
had
was like
8
SWAT.
episodes and that was it. There you go.
And Bonkers was only around for a year, but they put out like 40 episodes in that year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bonkers starred Ron Perlman and Nancy Cartwright.
Wow, Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't have a cow, man. I'm just
Wow.
calling from the Scientology Center of
Oh my
Los
God.
Angeles. Thanks for
Oh,
listening,
no.
dude.
What the fuck?
That is, hey, Garrett, that
Nancy
like
Cartwright.
freaked me out.
Yeah.
When, like, hearing that, I think did Howard Stern play that? How did I hear that?
Yeah. Howard played. Nancy Cartwright did all these promos for Scientology, like cold calling people.
As Bart Simpson.
Yeah, and then I think Fox was like, "Hey, not
Stop.
don't use the voice to promote your cult, please."
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh,
Garrett,
man.
careful what you say, man.
Oh, dude, what are they gonna get me? Them and the fucking police? Come on, bring it.
Derek's gonna fight Scientology and the police.
Can we go back to 90s cartoons? No, what were you saying?
I was gonna say that I kind of on 90s cartoons. I loved Garfield and Friends as a kid.
Yeah,
And,
I did too.
The kids have been so into Mario Kart that I was looking at the Switch store. I'm like, oh, dude, there's like a Garfield racing game. Okay, so I bought it. It's terrible. It's fucking garbage.
Oh, you don't say.
So they also have
I don't believe that. No.
they have a Nickelodeon one as well on the Switch where you can play like a Ninja Turtle, Hey Arnold, or like SpongeBob and race as those guys. Also terrible. But I think it would be a great friend dimension of these like shitty kart games of like these like big properties. I don't know why they made this thing.
That would be a good episode, like shitty kart games.
Yeah.
Kart racing games. That's a
There's
good
so
idea.
many, yeah.
Who knew it was a Garfield kart racing game? But there is.
You know, the one I always hear about that people love outside of Mario Kart is that Crash Bandicoot one.
Right. CTR.
But I feel like I tried that once and I didn't have a great experience with it. Am I nuts? Maybe
I never even gave it a shot, but I see that one getting praise as actually being a good.
I hear it all the
compares
time,
to-
so there's got to be something there. But
Right.
I never, I don't know what version of it or where I played it. I just remember leaving it like, I don't know. But then again, I wasn't the big, I know a lot of people love Diddy Kong Racing, and I wasn't a huge fan of that either. So maybe that's just not my genre. I don't know.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing was just a Nintendo 64 Mario Kart clone that incorporated like airplanes and sea crafts into it as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you played, honestly, I think Mario Kart 64 is the more memorable game, more enjoyable.
Yeah. Oh, I played a lot of that. I mean, I always played Mario Kart. And that was kind of
that was the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are saying Kirby Air Ride was fantastic. I never tried that.
Wow.
Thank you, Garrett. Garrett showing some concern on.
You never heard of it. He's worried
I've
about
never
it.
even heard of Kirby Air Ride.
I don't really know a lot about it.
It's gonna be hard to go back to stuff that's like there's a lot of kart games on Super Nintendo and like 64 and older like PlayStation. Like, wasn't there a pod race? Not just pod racing, but like big-headed pod racing. It's essentially a kart game. They got to control like shit.
I was just gonna say they're porting the episode 1 Pod Racer to Switch.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
I think, and that's gonna be a lot. We got to do a friend dimension with that.
Yeah.
I honestly have no memory of if that aged well or not.
No, the answer is no.
Yeah, I'm
There's
sure.
no way it did. That's cool though.
Fun to revisit though. That one I'd be down.
Yeah. Cool.
Sweet. Well, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I think
All
so
right.
too.
Yeah, well, there's technically curfew where we are.
Oh,
That's true. You guys gotta get
Is
back.
that really?
Yeah, there really
Yeah.
is.
It's already in effect, so
Eh.
be careful getting home.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, everyone, stay safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are. Don't forget, we're gonna do Mega 64 Day, Thursday, June 4th. It's gonna start at noon, and we're gonna have stuff all day. Like I said, maybe we'll do the PS5 conference. We'll stream that ourselves, and we'll do all kinds of different stuff throughout the day. And we'll say more later about what we're gonna do. But
A variety of acts.
yeah, a variety of stuff. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. It should be good. And until that, as Sean said, everyone be swift and be safe.
Be safe, and we love you all. Good night.
Some of the hair obsessed. Turn the
Follicle
off.
freaks.
I'm not going to talk about that. Good night.
Yeah.